praying for me and my family to keep us strong. I can't leave the stage without mentioning that Your Excellency, you gave me, in this process of the chair, I acquired 2 daughters. One is Susan Nahomicha. I will not ask her to come forward because she spoke yesterday. Thank you very much. You sent her to me the day you learned that we had a problem with Professor Hainga also. And I also want to thank Professor Hainga. When my father-in-law was sick, I learned of it around 1 a.m. I called Professor Hainga, that was the other day, and I said to him, my father-in-law has a wound that is giving him trouble as a result of a road accident. You may not have known that when my father-in-law was coming to Nairobi, just before Chairman passed on, he had a road accident. I had not been informed he was coming, so when I called, just to call, and I'm told he's had a road accident in Eldoret. In that accident, 3 people lost their lives, but my father-in-law, I thank God for him. He came out well, but later it was discovered there was an injury on his leg, and apparently an infection set in. Professor Hainga is an expert on wounds, so when I called him, he called the hospital that night, and he has been following up on his case. And he assured me that he spoke to the surgeons of Cherengani, and he's comfortable with the quality of the doctors that were there. So thank you. My daughter, social media gave me to her. It's the only thing social media has done to me, positive, to give me a daughter. The rest of the time, they have bashed us, they have attacked us. But there's one thing Chairman said to us: ignore those people, just ignore them. They've killed him so many times. In fact, every time I get so many calls coming in, I know social media has killed my husband. So I just go cutting off and saying, he's okay, he's okay, he's okay. And everybody says, oh, thank God, we were actually inquiring, what is this we have read? So social media has really not been fair to us. Now that he has rested, I hope they will give us some peace. It has been so difficult. Initially, I didn't have it as rough because I used to trade under the name Mrs. Wanyonyi because I found him as Wanyonyi and Company Advocates. But social media thought I was hiding the name Chebukati. Even Mr. President, when I went for vetting, an MP walked in and said, during vetting, why are you not using your husband's name? Why are you hiding your name? I said, I'm not hiding my name. The man is called Wanyonyi Wafula Chebukati. So I am Mrs. Wanyonyi. So he was very surprised that I have, in fact, the chair of the committee made a joke and said, this lady is having 2 names of her husband. How many of you here, even the wives, even carry 1 name? I can see some of you smiling, Senator King. So, I must say, he has protected us. He told us, wachana na social media, when you see any bad report, just look at it that this person is making money. Ignore. Wachana naye. Yeye anatengeneza pesa. Na anatengeneza pesa kukutumia. So if they want to continue making money, let them talk about the good things that I have had. The tributes that have come out. If there's they'll have the chairman. If you say chairman is stone-faced, you don't know the chairman. Chairman talks more than I do. I'm said to be chatty, but he chats more than I do, and his friends will tell you. And I think they have alluded to that. The other daughter, Mr. President, you gave me is a lady called Rose Wanja. I don't know if she's in the house. She must be around. Rose Wanja started the journey of taking the chairman to Germany. She's the one who organized our trips and ensured that we got to Germany. When we came back the second time round, Your Excellency, I don't know whether she was the one to do it, she came in and she assisted. in addition to the team that you had at the office of the president. So I will take this opportunity to also thank the doctors who started the journey, Dr. Warshaw, Dr. Kureshi, or Mr. Kureshi, Dr. Magoha, Dr. Kiare, Dr. Silverstein, and Dr. Kahuho. These people came out for him. Even when we were giving up, they were giving up. It is us who encouraged them, and they came back. And they kept on saying, it is you people who have made us what we are in terms of chairman. Because chairman was resilient. He decided he'll remain strong. He did not respond the way other patients respond. And the doctors were very surprised. And they attributed that to the backup that he was getting from home, which is true. We stopped at nothing, nothing. And that's where I can thank my commission of revenue allocation and the staff, because sometimes I would have to adjust programs if we were supposed to travel far. I would insist, no, can we have these meetings in the boardrooms? So they sacrificed their per diems so that I could have meetings in headquarters. I really thank them. I cannot sit down without thanking the Honorable Speaker. You even visited him. You went all the way to Germany to see him. These children of mine you see here are the force behind Chairman's long stay, because they were there. Rachel came up with a timetable, and we all had to adhere to it. And it worked, and we gave him extra time. If you go and Google glioblastoma, it's 4 to 6 months. Chairman did 21 months. That is because of the support. But again, you need to be able to have a good medical team. Your Excellency the President, I stand here to sincerely thank you. You gave the chairman his extra months. You gave the chairman, you gave him, you allowed God's report to be honored, because the doctor's report, we already knew it. At the back of our minds, the doctors kept saying, one day at a time, one day at a time. We knew, but we kept going. We kept going. And when news came that he's going to give a testimony from all the religious people, I thank my pastor, Kilonzo. These are people who are in my alumni group. Susan, people, the alumni of Kenya High School. These are people who used to pray. Bishop Mutali, Brother Ferdinand, they prayed, and they prayed for us. That's what kept us going. I also want to thank those who visited home. I want to thank every hour. I couldn't even write a tribute. I had no time. Because you try to move, a team is coming. So a team, they came up with a schedule. Actually,